And welcome to the show. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today. And did you get enough sleep? That's what we're going to talk about in this first portion of the show. And it makes my list of the 7 deadly sins, diet and lifestyle sins, sleep insufficiency. That's on my list, has been for a long time. And you don't have to be a sleep expert to know when you're not getting enough sleep, right? And know how it can make you feel, how it affects your life. But there may be some aspects of sleep insufficiency or insomnia, sleep deprivation, or these are a lot of terms that get thrown around and used interchangeably. We'll try to clarify some of that you may not know about and could have pretty grave consequences for your health in the long term. And it's not science fiction. The evidence is compelling. You could entertain yourself all day long. Go to Cochrane, PubMed, any of these databases that publish the studies in the world of health and medicine and all matters related. It's just astounding. And there is an epidemic of sleep insufficiency or insomnia, according to many experts, not only in our country, but everywhere. We evolved to sleep. We need to sleep and to have quality sleep. It's not necessarily how long, although that's a factor. It's quality and quantity of sleep. You can not sleep enough, and you can sleep too long. Sleeping too long can also have health consequences. You think, well, how could that be? Doing more of a good thing shouldn't be that bad. Well, that doesn't turn out to be the case most of the time anyway. Sometimes even too much of a good thing, the old saying. So we'll talk about that. We invite you to join the conversation. That's why we're here. I'm interested in what you think and feel about things, what you may experience, what you know, what your own research may have revealed to you, your own life experiences, and questions you may have. Oftentimes, the audience will ask questions about things on a topic that neither I nor the guest have thought about. In the second hour, Shauna Wall from New Chapter will be along. This might come up because I know that a theme that she wants to take a look at is supporting core health needs. Well, I'm going to tell you, I don't know what she's going to say about those core health needs. I don't know quite what she means by that. She didn't explain that, but she will on the show. One of your core health needs is to get good quality sleep on a consistent basis. And if you don't, you put your health in jeopardy. You may not realize it, but you do. So connect with the show, and here's how you do that. Gary's going to tell you how to connect with this with LTN.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. Dr. Garko's personal email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. Follow us and like us on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition. And subscribe to our YouTube channel where it's Let's Talk Nutrition, all 3 words. And subscribe to it, and that way when we come live, you get to get a notification. And everything's archived and closed captioned on that channel for you.
So what we'll do, I came across 3 stories about studies that were trending this morning. And I thought we would begin there and then build on that. And these are kind of interesting articles. One about one of the positive effects of sleep, which in terms of learning, we'll deal with that. How alcohol can affect your sleep. There's so much myth surrounding alcohol and sleep. And then weird stuff that people do when they sleep. I'll try to be rhetorically sensitive as I'll report on that. In terms of this first story, I've long known, even before I got into this business, I did better in school when I would study and then take a nap. I figured that out. Even as a boy, I understood that. And then going into high school and then college for sure, and then graduate school, that really became important. If you start to do the research on different scientists, artists who are famous, you will find that often painters, musicians, composers, whatever, they would work and then take a nap. Quick nap, not sleep all day. A quick nap, get back up, go back to work, and sort of repeat that pattern. Well, they were onto something. This particular story was on Medical News Today. It'll be published on our website, the Facebook page, Let's Talk Nutrition Facebook page. Turns out that sleep will block your brain's mechanisms of forgetting. Will block that function, lowering the neurotransmitter dopamine, and therefore facilitating memory formation. So that's in a nutshell how that works. So the brain will block the mechanism that causes you to forget, it lowering the neurotransmitter dopamine, and then therefore facilitating memory formation. Now, recent studies they reported in this article have shown that sleep is key for consolidating memories. And that's true. It will pull your experience and your memories of experience together, will consolidate them so that they're not scattered and things are disconnected. You will start to sort of develop these thematic, these themes, existential themes, if you want to call them that. And these memories are made while we're awake. Like this memory right now. You're listening to the show. You have a memory of this. You will have a memory of it. And they found out also that sleep is key for preserving your brain's ability to learn things in the future. So it'll consolidate your memories, and it will preserve your brain's ability to keep learning things in the future. Now, that's just some general information. They also talked about that during sleep, synapses is that space between the neurons where we're connecting one neuron to another, synaptic space that's very important for messaging from one neuron to the next. During sleep, your synapses relax, and that causes them to stay supple. You don't want them to become rigid, and you want them to stay supple and flexible. Well, sleep helps with that. That maintains your brain in the business, they call that neuroplasticity. Not like putty, like plastic. You can shape it, form it, and that's what you want your brain to do, to shape and form the information that you have, and for the brain itself to stay neuroplastic, if you will. In other words, to remain supple and non-rigid. You had a question?
Well, yeah, because I've noticed that, like, when I go on trips and stuff, my sleep patterns change, and I have a hard time remembering things like driving.
It's interesting. People go on vacation, right? They go on vacation to rest. Well, it turns out that they end up not getting a lot of rest because they're doing a lot of stuff, and their sleep architecture gets disrupted, and so they're not getting enough sleep. They end up coming back home off of vacation more fatigued than when they left. They'd be better off to stay at work. That's one of the paradoxes of going on a vacation. Yeah. We come back, we'll pick this up. This stuff is fascinating, and we'll get into some of the health consequences of sleep deprivation.
Energy. I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. Sleep, underrated, misunderstood, and difficult for people to get at times. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, and they'll go down that pharmaceutical path, and that can get you into a lot of trouble. Some of these sleep medications are pretty powerful, and you become dependent upon them. They lead to aberrant behavior. Ambien, for example, people get up in the middle of the night, make a meal, clean the house, do all kinds of things, go back to bed, get up the next day, have no memory. Refrigerator's open, the oven's on, sweepers out in the middle of the floor. The kids were taken over to the neighbors. No. So all kinds of things can happen. Now,
why does it do that? Why?
Well, that's a complicated question because it affects the brain and these neurotransmitters in such a way that too complicated to get into here, but that's one of the side effects. Ambien's not the only one. Ambien's not. I had a client who was on Ambien and another sleep medication, heavy, and was able to wean her off of it using certain techniques and dietary supplementation, believe it or not. And the product that I used was Tranquil Sleep by Natural Factors. I was able to wean her off it. It took a while, but all she ended up taking was Tranquil Sleep, and it did the trick. So we'll get into that. This new study talks about your learning is better. So you study. Let's say you study. You're reading. You're getting ready for an exam. And then you lie down for a while. Take a brief, restful, not even a nap, just a restful, how can I put it? You're awake, but you're not asleep. You're in sort of that nice, quiet, restful state, or a short nap, 10 minutes. They find that people learn better. In this experiment, they used photographs. One group, so they all saw the photographs, then they split the group up into two groups. The one group took a nap after the photograph, after they viewed the photographs. Another group didn't. The group that viewed that took a nap after viewing photographs had a memory of finer detail than the group who did not take a nap. Simple experiment, but it makes the point. You want to learn better? Sleep better. Alcohol. Now, this story deals how alcohol affects your sleep. I'm just going to tell you straight up front. The scores of study that have been done on alcohol and sleep, the takeaway is this. Do not drink before you go to bed. And if you're drinking alcohol to get better sleep, it may put you to sleep, but the odds are you will wake up a couple hours later, shortly, not too long thereafter, and you'll have difficulty going back to sleep. And because how it, again, is affecting these neurotransmitters, too complicated to get into here, but alcohol is not a prescription for better sleep. Don't do it. Don't do it. This study sort of reinforces that whole notion. They focused, little twist, they measured heart rate variability, HRV, and they found that the alcohol affected heart rate variability and et cetera, et cetera. Bottom line, they were able to measure that, and they concluded that the alcohol disrupted the sleep. That was the bottom line of the study. And I just brought it up, this study, just to reinforce the point. Drinking a couple of glasses of wine, you may be tempted. I'm just telling you. And then if you take sleep medication on top of it, you now have created, no pun intended, a nightmare. Right?
Yeah.
You know, now people that get drunk and consume a lot of alcohol, they pass out. That's not sleeping. They're passed out. That's a different kind of sleep altogether. They can't wake up. They're so intoxicated that the brain is shut down, and you can call that sleep if you want to, whatever it is. I guess it's a form of sleep. It is, but you get my point. That's not the way you want to do it. You won't make it if you continue to do that. Now, weird things that people do when they're asleep. This was another story trending this morning. Here's a number to call. Maybe you have a comment or a question on what I've said so far.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-8255. Doc, I arrested a guy one time for DUI. Got him already booked in. They put him in the cell, the holding cell, and he still, 2 days later, didn't realize
what happened.
Because he had mixed Ambien and alcohol and was out driving.
I mean, it's just, look, we are a chemical electrical system. We are that. And you got these chemicals that function and operate, especially in the brain. It's very complicated. The brain is just an amazing, I call it a machine, organ, but it's sensitive. And it can, alcohol and these drugs, how it affects the functioning of their brain, your ability to sleep, your ability to perceive, your ability to think, the ability to maintain your rationality.
What about Benadryl?
Well, too much of Benadryl, you can get hyped up, right?
Yeah.
You can get overactive, and you can have people take Benadryl for allergic reactions to quell an allergic reaction, but also there can be side effects of Benadryl. That's one. Drugs work in an interesting way. Drugs work by shutting down one system or a couple of systems of the body so that another system can work better. When you start to shut certain things down and amplify other things in the body, certain systems, you can have side effects. So you just keep that in mind. And it gets complicated. Pharmacists know and doctors know more about that than I do, but that's a basic principle of drugs. We come back. What are the weird things that people do in their sleep? Ooh.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce exclusively on Amazon.com.
Be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. An estimated 50 to 70 million people, according to the CDC, have sleep issues. Sleep or wakefulness disorder, sometimes called that, sleep insufficiency, insomnia, and it masquerades under different headings. Almost a third of the population. And I think the number is higher, but that's my opinion. And one of the highest risk groups, believe it or not, are teens. You would think that they would be doing okay. You might say the elderly or very young children. No. It's teens. They're one of the highest risk groups. I'll tell you about how much sleep each, at what stage of life you should be getting, at least suggested by the National Sleep Foundation and other health organizations. Just to give a sort of an entertaining, maybe not so much entertaining, but a little different twist on this story. Trending in medical news today was 5 weird things you might do in your sleep. Some of these things you're quite familiar with. I remember when I was a boy in our neighborhood, I had a playmate. His name was Larry. And we'll tell you his last name. And he was an interesting kid, a good playmate, a good kid. Never saw his mother. Only saw and I remember seeing his dad only a couple of times. Okay? They were sort of like a mystery family in the neighborhood. You know that family? And the father was, I remember the father was handsome, and he drove a nice car. I do remember that. Well, I tell you this because his mother suffered from sleepwalking. One day, going to school, noticed police cars and whatnot by the house. Turns out that she got up in the middle of the night, sleepwalked, opened the window, walked out onto the roof, and walked off the roof and died. That was the story. Now, there was always some mystery about that, and was that possible? Because people at the time didn't really understand. I don't think they appreciated that kind of behavior and disorder, this business of sleepwalking. And it is a disorder, and it's documented. It's called somnambulism, and it's best known as parsimmonia. And it has captured people's imaginations for a long time in different cultures over hundreds, if not thousands of years. You're seeing all of a sudden, a person gets up and they start walking around. Another thing that people do in their sleep is they talk.
Oh, I'm big on that one.
You got to be careful because there's no filter. You're just you can incriminate yourself. Sleep talking is usually brief. They're not going to read the Gettysburg Address, cite the Gettysburg Address, or read the amendments to the Constitution. But people do talk in their sleep. And sometimes it's undiscernible. Other times it can be clear as a bell. Maybe you live with someone who does that. Maybe your partner or you have children that do that, talk in their sleep. And people, it's one of the things people do. More recently, they now have coined the phrase sleep texting. I'm not making that up. There are no scientific studies to address this issue, but apparently young people especially, get up in the middle of the night and start texting. It's habituated behavior, right?
Yeah.
And so there was a story that appeared in the Atlantic magazine where they talked about it. This happens primarily in teenagers who have poor sleep hygiene. That doesn't mean they didn't take a shower before they went to bed. What that means is hygiene. Sleep hygiene means the condition of the room. Is the room dark? Is the room cool? Don't eat in bed. Don't read in bed. The only thing you should do in bed are, sleep and...
Sleep.
And that other S word, which comes up in this funny things or odd things that people do in their sleep. And this is sexual acts they reported in this article. And they said that some of the most controversial unconscious acts performed during a sleep, they said, are those of a sexual nature, especially when the individual attempts to involve an unwitting co-sleeper, close quote. I can just imagine. And they go on to talk about people engaging in these sexual behavior, and they're asleep, right? They have no clue. And you get up the next day and you wonder why your partner, they've been pestering them all night, whatever. He or she, you get my point. Acting out dreams. Parsimony, which is known as rapid eye movement sleep behavior disorder, is much like sleepwalking, characterized, they said, by the performance of fairly complex actions while in a state of sleep. For example, people might grab their head, might raise their arms, might sit up. They might engage in some behavior that's reflective of the dream that they're having. Yeah. Acting out your dreams. Sometimes people can flail about while they sleep. They could reach over and you get whacked.
I've been punched in the mouth.
There you go. See?
In the middle of the night, yeah.
She claimed she was sleeping. Mm-hmm. No, she wasn't.
You've met me, right? Yeah.
Then they call what they call sleep starts. This is, I don't know. Many of you probably are familiar with the phenomenon of sleep start or hypnic jerks, they call them. These are a sensation of falling asleep from a great height or tripping, they said, which causes the body to jerk and the sleeper to wake up literally with a start. Like you're falling off a cliff, you're falling out of a plane, somebody pushes you off a whatever. So that's a piece of weird behavior that happens during sleep. Give me a call. Maybe you have some of these experiences you'd like to share.
877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. When we were coming back from California, that kid that was sitting in between us who was asleep was...
Yes, he was jerking around.
I mean,
he would he'd be startled.
It was the weirdest thing.
And then he got up, and we were still in the air, and he wanted to get off the plane. The flight attendant said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm getting my bag." He said, "Where are you going?" we're going to get off the plane. She said, no, you're not.
You should have seen the look I gave Doc.
I think Gary, I think he was asleep.
Yeah, I think he was too.
I think he was asleep, and he got up to get his. He was gone, man. He was totally incoherent. He was going to get off. We're 30,000 feet, and this dude wants to walk off the plane. He got up. It was like he made Gary move. He got up, opened the overhead, pulled out his bag, and the flight attendant, where are you going? What are you doing? You can't make it up.
Did you get enough calcium today?
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This sleep do you really need? According to the National Sleep Foundation, newborns up to 3 months old, they sleep 14 to 17 hours each day. Previously, the research was saying 12 to 18. They've adjusted that. Infants, 4 months to 11 months, they sleep 12 to 15 hours a day. Toddlers, 1 to 2 years of age, 11 to 14 hours a day. Preschoolers, 3 to 5, they sleep 10 to 13 hours a day. School-aged children, 6 to 13, sleep 9 to 11 hours a day. Teenagers, 14 to 17, sleep 8 to 10 hours a day. And as I told you, teens are at high risk for sleep deprivation, insomnia, and sleep disorders. Young adults, 18 to 25, sleep 7 to 9 hours a day. Adults, 26 to 64, the sleep range remains about 7 to 9 hours. That has not been adjusted. Older adults, 65 and older, 7 to 8 hours a day. Now, let me just say this once and for all. It wears me out. Please forget this wrong-headed notion that elderly people need less sleep than everybody else. That is just not true. They're not just because they're getting up and sleeping less doesn't mean that that's what they should be doing. They're getting up and sleeping less, they're getting up in the middle of the night because they got sleep disorder problem. It's not because that's the way it should be when you get older. In fact, you need your rest more than ever, just as much as when you were a child, when you're older.
Grandma Hall used to sleep, and she would sleep, like all night. She would sleep about 7 hours, and then she would take an hour nap during the day.
That's good.
But the first thing she did every morning was get up and walk the dog the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And she lived to be 98.
There you go. So I'm just telling you, if you're caring for a loved one who's elderly, 60s and older, and they're not sleeping well, do not assume that, that's just a function of their age. That is just not true. It's false. Please help that person. They need their sleep. And another point, those who brag about, I only need 3 hours of sleep. Okay, so let me understand. Your biology is different than everybody else's on the planet now, before, or in the future. You did not evolve to sleep 3 hours. And there's nothing unique. You say, I'm not tired. Well, it could be that you're running such high stress level, cortisol's off the chain, and you're so amped, you don't even know that you never get enough sleep, and you never dial down your fight or flight response to never know that you're even tired.
That's a true thing?
Absolutely, it's true. We think I make stuff up on this show. What's the matter with you?
No, I never thought like the fight or flight thing was like a true thing where it would help, where it affected your sleep.
Of course, because what you're pumping out are all those stress hormones that are sleep disruptors. When you're under stress, that means the fight or flight response is kicked in. When you get up in the morning, cortisol levels should be high. When you go to bed at night, they should have dissipated and should be low. Cortisol is a sleep disruptor. And if you got that stress response switch on all day long, you build up an inventory of excess cortisol, man. And cortisol keeps you amped, like you're in a fight or flight situation. So that's sort of a simple explanation. This isn't hard. This is not hard. So that's how stress becomes one of the risk factors. In fact, stress is one of the biggest risk factors for insomnia. People who are under tremendous stress, chronic stress, day in and day out, have difficulty sleeping. Are you shocked? No, I'm not going to fall out of the chair on that one. Mm-hmm. No, come on. This is simple, and it's understanding. And you can sleep too much. Let's say you're an adult, I would say, 26 to 64. And you should be getting 7 to 8 hours, and you're sleeping 10 to 11, 10 to 12. Something's wrong. Shouldn't be sleeping that much. You don't need to sleep that much. And if you do, there are health consequences. I've reported on that. You should know this, too, that sleep deprivation, insufficient sleep, is correlated with, I'll give you a quick short list, cardiovascular disease, like hypertension, cardiovascular coronary artery disease, diabetes, depression. How about obesity? Strong correlation between gaining weight and not sleeping enough. How about cancer? Here's a simple point. And you've all heard it, and you don't need to go to med school or nutrition school or whatever school. During sleep, the body recuperates and rejuvenates. It needs to refuel, not refuel, but reset itself. And do all the things that I should report on that one day. Devote a whole hour to what happens while you're sleeping. This is a time when the body, during rest and sleep, where it sort of tries to bring things back into balance. Two things the body's trying to do all day long: maintain homeostasis, keep all the systems in balance and working together in unison like an orchestra, and energy production. It's doing those two things all the time. So sleep, and it's tiresome, right? On the systems, the cells, tissues, and organ systems of the body. During sleep, the body reconsolidates itself, resets itself, helps the body to repair, among many other things. If you left your car running all day long, you never turned it off, never repaired it, what do you think's going to happen? This is not hard. It's going to break down. You're not a Buick. You're an organic organism here, man. You have to sleep. I do far better when I get my proper sleep and rest, and if I do quick naps. I've always been that way. Always, since I was a child, since I was a kid. I don't know about you. Not all sleep all day, just a quick nap. Boom, 10 minutes up, and then go after it again. Makes you feel good. You feel better. I work better. Better memory consolidation. More creative, and so on and so on. Sleep deprivation is also associated with a number of psychological disorders and aberrant behavior, anger, violence, being over-emotional, overreactive. I could go on. So please, get some sleep. Dr. Michael Garko, thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listing. And welcome to the show. Thanks for stopping by today. Shauna Wall's my guest in this portion of the show. She's an educator for New Chapter. Always a new chapter in the book on health and life and wellness and well-being, and always turning the page, so to speak, if you follow the metaphor. And New Chapter has been a long-time standing sponsor of Let's Talk Nutrition, and I'm very proud of that. They're a good company and do a good job. I use several of their products all the time. They have a new, they have a curcumin product that is just Fabulous. And the Zyflamin, I could go on and on. Well, Shauna will talk about that. She's going to focus on supporting core health needs. And in the first hour today, I was talking about sleep. To me, I don't know if that's on Shauna's list or not, but a core health need is getting proper sleep and rest. One of the things I didn't cover in that first hour, what are some of the things sort of implied in my remarks and comments about that theme of sleep and sleep deprivation, insomnia, sleep deficiency. Cut down things that you can do to improve sleep. Cut down on your caffeine. Cut down on alcohol consumption. Avoid alcohol consumption before going to bed, as a matter of fact. Tobacco is a big stimulant and can disrupt your sleep. So be mindful of that. But if you're a smoker, heavy smoker, that's tough stuff. Sedentary life, believe it or not, is a sleep disruptor. Exercise and being physically active contributes to better sleep. Improper sleep hygiene, meaning not necessarily that you're not clean. That means that the room, a good mattress, for example. No lights in the room, not even those small LED lights. No lights at all. Keeping the room dark, keeping the room cool. Going to bed at the same time, getting up at the same time. Not eating, reading, and whatever else in bed other than sleeping and whatever, if you know what I mean. Because then you start to associate the bed and sleep with those activities, and those activities are what? Done while you're awake, so you tend to stay awake. That's all part of sleep hygiene. As I said, maintain a regular schedule. You might even take strategic naps through the course of the day. It does help. You would think not. Now, sleeping a long time during the day may disrupt your sleep at night because you get too rested. Managing stress. Stress is one of the biggest risk factors for insomnia, sleep deprivation, and sleep disorders because of the cortisol and other stress hormones that get pumped into the bloodstream and build up over the course of the day. And chronic stress, it's no accident. Chronic stress, chronic insomnia accompanies it. And that's just a natural consequence. So we'll see what's on Shauna's mind. There's much literature on this topic. Hundreds, if not thousands, of studies on sleep. There are, in fact, sleep clinics. There's a sleep clinic here in Tampa.
Yeah, there's one in Wesley Chapel. I didn't realize that until I went by there this morning. I was like, why is this parking lot so full?
They're all asleep, trying to get to sleep. Let's go to St. Petersburg, Florida. Joe, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on, man.
How you doing, Doc?
I'm good. Are you asleep? No.
Well, let me tell you something. Back in the 50s, I didn't think they knew about sleep disorder because my dad, he would be painting the side of the house up on a ladder, and he'd fall asleep on the ladder. And he'd go to bed, he'd take a double dose of Demitasse coffee before he went to bed.
Oh, my God.
He had no problem sleeping.
Really?
But I wish they would have known it back then because my dad really had a problem with this sleep disorder.
You think did he sleep a lot or no?
Well, he slept. In fact, he told me when he was in the service, he was a tank driver for General Patton during World War II.
Wow.
And they would have a meeting or something, and they would tell him, Andrew, go in the back. If you could sleep, go in the back of the room, stand up. If you could sleep, you could stay there. And he did. So, I guess they never knew what a sleep disorder was back then.
Well, they might.
It would have probably saved him.
Yeah. How old? Did he pass away? Is he passed? He's gone, right? How old?
Oh, yeah. Well, he died. He was 80. He was going to be 87.
He did okay. He did.
Yeah, but my dad was always sleeping.
He was always sleeping. Was he under a lot of stress?
That's a shame.
Was he under a lot of stress?
Well, back then, I was a kid, in the 50s.
It's hard to know, right?
Worked 2 jobs.
Yeah.
It was hard.
And sometimes you come back from war and you have, you're suffering from PTSD. They didn't talk about it too much. You remember, speaking of Patton, you remember the incident where he smacked around that one trooper who was in a hospital ward because he was suffering from PTSD, and because he didn't have a leg blown off or whatever, Patton smacked him around. You saw the movie with George C. Scott. That's a true story, and he had to apologize in front of, was it the Third Army, whatever it was. Back then, they didn't have much tolerance for that nonsense. They called it nonsense.
Well, I tell you, Doc, that's another story. My dad told me some stories about General Patton, but I just wanted to tell you about his sleeping disorder. I wish they would have known something about it back in the 50s, you know? Yeah,
well, this is what we try to progress and we try to learn, and that's what this show's all about, trying to educate ourselves. You know, ignorance, I always would tell my students, you know, you can be ignorant. That means you don't know. And if you don't know, you can find out. You can go read, you can ask someone. Then we all do stupid things. Then we can be stupid. I mean, but when you're stupid and ignorant together, then you're too darn dumb to know what to do. So you don't want those two things.
That was sad.
You don't want those two things in combination, you know. And sometimes it's again, you know, we people that are ignorant, they close off their minds to new ideas. That's being stupid. And you have to stay open-minded and try to learn.
I don't know if I can take a double dose of espresso coffee and then go to bed.
I know people that can drink coffee before going to bed and they sleep just fine. I don't understand that. Yeah. They can do it because caffeine is a stimulant. I could drink coffee late in the afternoon and still go to bed and sleep fine.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I'm a Demi-Tasse guy, definitely.
Are you really?
With Demi-Tasse. Oh, yeah. I got to have at least double shot of Demi-Tasse. No, with nothing in it. Just plain Demi-Tasse.
Oh, my. I do 4 shots in the morning.
I like my coffee.
I have 4 shots in the morning mixed with, and I'm holding it up. I don't even. Or mixed with Orgain protein almond milk.
Jeez.
And they're not even a sponsor. And I use that product. I put 4 shots in a cup, and that's how I drink my espresso.
We did get to meet the owner of the company, though.
I did. We did get to meet.
All right, Doc. I'm going to go.
All right, go get your.
Bring that up to you.
Go get your coffee. Shauna, see you later. Shauna Wall's my guest. Shauna, welcome back to the show. Did you get a good night's sleep?
You know, I did. However, I'm feeling like I didn't sleep very deeply. So it's funny. The topic is sleep, because I was like, well, you know what? I actually have a little space after this radio show, and I'm just going to lie down for a little minute.
All right. So you wanted to talk about core health needs. What did you have in mind? Is getting enough sleep and rest a core health need for you?
Absolutely, for sure. It's like, I mean, it's like night and day, Dr. Garko. Oh, totally. I mean, and I notice also as my body continues to get older, it becomes more and more important. Like, I just don't bounce back the same way that I used to, and so I have to especially be really aware of that when I'm traveling. You know, time changes, airplanes, all that kind of stuff. But
and you're a young woman.
Yeah, I mean, I hit 40 this year. So
like I said, you're a young woman.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the youth of, my mom calls it the youth of old age.
The youth of old age.
I know. It's so funny.
That's pretty good.
But I really do feel it when I don't get enough sleep. So that's why I was like, you know, it doesn't take much for me if I need a little catch up during the day. Like,
all right, we'll do that. We'll catch up.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable?
We'll be right back.
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has 2 powerful herbal blends: Virilla Max, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension. Exclusively available on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live. And we're back. Thank you for stopping by, tuning in. My guest is Shauna Wall, educated for New Chapter. Always enjoy having her on. I was talking about sleep in the first hour. She considers that to be a core health need, and so do I. I'm sure she has other notions in mind, other concepts, other issues related to core health needs. Shauna, welcome back. Give you an opportunity here to lay that out. What do you mean by core health needs?
Well, I mean, I think it ties back into even what you're talking about, sleep. Like, another reason why someone may not be getting a good night's sleep is because their nutritional status is off. Right, and you could even be eating what's considered like the best diet in the world and still be lacking key nutrients simply because our soils are depleted. The American diet isn't that great even when we're doing all the quote-unquote right things. And so New Chapter has the concept of delivering the wisdom of nature and, relieving suffering, healing people and the planet. It's a pretty big mission, right? But in that, we've discovered that 4 key products will really lay the foundation to just assure that you're getting the nutritional status that you need. Now, I may shock some people because I'm actually not going to start with a multivitamin, right? And that's a little bit different because most educators may. Like, oh, well, let's first just fill in all the nutritional gaps in your diet. I actually believe that you should start with a multi-herbal because Americans in particular don't eat a lot of herbs and spices in their daily diet, and therefore we are tremendously lacking in plant phytonutrients, antioxidants, etc., and that will dramatically affect your ability to have a good night's sleep. I mean, amongst other things, right? It also affects your heart health and your mood and your inflammation, etc., but it also affects, the simplest things like getting a good night's sleep, and that's been proven by scientific research. Low antioxidant status does affect how well you rest at night, which then affects how well you feel the next day and how likely you are to eat well. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. If you didn't sleep well the night before and you're kind of feeling crappy, are you going to push and have the energy to make yourself a really nutritious meal, or are you going to reach towards something easy and comforting, right? So I actually always suggest that people start their supplement regimen with New Chapter's Zyflamend. And, Dr. Garko, you know Zyflamend. You've been taking it for years. 10 herbs and spices, synergistically blended to be incredibly supportive, designed for, inflammation in the body. But in part, why it's so successful at modulating inflammation is because it is this dramatically rich supplement, or supplement rich in phytonutrients and phytochemicals that provide what we're not getting in our daily diet. Some people in other cultures, maybe. In India, they eat a tremendous amount of turmeric and ginger and all those rich spices in the curry. In, say, the Mediterranean area, you're getting tons of rosemary and oregano and fresh fish and all of that stuff. But, I mean, we just don't cook with spices in this country the way other cultures
we don't.
do. So it's a really important place to start.
It's interesting. Now, I'm taking the concept of core health needs, and what I distill from what you said, I don't mean to put words in your mouth, I'm just trying to interpret what you said. I get the sense then that managing inflammation would be something that people need to do. Managing their inflammation, that's a core health need. And Zyflamend would help to do that, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. And in turn, managing your inflammation actually leads to tremendous improvements in quality of life, sleep being one of them, but then also mood and movement and overall longevity. And that's why I always start with the multi-herbal versus the multivitamin, because I'm like, well, yeah, it's great to, it is important to get all your micronutrients in, and there is a place for that. And yet we have, I don't know, like vitamins and minerals are showing up, it's in fortified food. You got your energy bars, your vitamin waters. Like, I don't know. Like for some people, yes, it's a great it's a great insurance policy, and I'm not saying don't take one. Especially, New Chapters. The reason why I suggest a New Chapter multi even more than the vitamins and minerals that are in it is because it's fermented. So you're actually getting a little tablet of fermented food. That's what people are really deficient in, is fermented food. So right? You're not really deficient in necessarily all the vitamins and minerals, although it's possible you're deficient in fermented food. So, but starting with the herbs and spices that you're not getting in your daily diet, that's a real deficiency, and we are called the inflammation nation for a reason. Yep. And yeah, we eat too many omega-6s, and we don't get enough exercise and sleep. So this all contributes to inflammation. Just tying back to the sleep thing a little bit, it's kind of like a chicken and egg scenario where, some people don't sleep well at night because you're inflamed, and then sleep deprivation actually creates inflammation. So then you're not sleeping well at night, and then you have more inflammation. So it's this cyclical process. So you can interrupt that process with Zyflamend, and then we also have Zyflamend Nighttime, which I just take every night, And I'm actually a pretty good sleeper, but I like the security of knowing that I'm going to go a little bit deeper, and then also that I'm getting these really rich antioxidants overnight while my body is resting and cleansing and detoxifying. So I wake up in the morning and, yeah, I don't know, my body's going to be able to do
How
the
different?
work
How different is Zyflamin nighttime from Zyflamin, regular Zyflamin? When we come back, you can explore that, and we'll take a call from Dell. I'm anxious to see where you go next. There's certain things that come to my mind. Sedentary lifestyle. And I'll start with S. Sedentary lifestyle, sleep deficiency, stress. Okay? We'll see if you pick those up. I don't know. We'll find out. You're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. Let's Talk Nutritions. Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast and globally.
Women who are pregnant or planning to have a child have specific nutritional needs. Maintaining optimal nutritional intake is important for mother and baby. Body Vigor's Preferred Prenatal can help mother and baby receive the appropriate building blocks for growth, development, and healthy function. The Preferred Prenatal formula provides essential vitamins and minerals, along with added support ingredients such as folic acid and DHA. Preferred Prenatal also incorporates a bonus herbal blend to help the mom-to-be with the uncomfortable side effects of pregnancy, like nausea, vomiting, mood swings, and uterine health. Support a healthy pregnancy for you and your baby with Preferred Prenatal, exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local list. Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. Speaking with Shauna Wall, educator for New Chapter, talking about core health needs and exactly what are those core health needs and how can you address them or enhance them, support them. One core health need is to manage inflammation. I've been saying that for years, and to do that throughout the lifespan, especially during middle age and as you go forward from middle age. It's not a matter of if, it's only a matter of when that becomes an issue. And, of course, inflammation is not a bad thing in and of itself. It's part of the immune response and is part of the healing process. But when in excess, wreaks havoc on the body and is associated with autoimmune diseases, you name any chronic disease, inflammation is always implicated, by definition. Shauna, welcome back. Okay, so we know sleep is a core health need, managing, getting proper sleep and rest, managing inflammation. Where did you want to go next?
Well, we can go anywhere, Dr. Garko. You were mentioning sedentary lifestyle, yes?
Yes, I was mentioning, I want to go there. Also, stress, managing stress, okay? Mm-hmm. I think that's a core health need, something that needs to be done, managing inflammation, managing stress. And I know that you have some ideas at New Chapter about doing that.
Yeah, the thing that really pops out for me with stress as well is that it's all pretty individualized, right? Like what's stressful for one person may not be for another. Like you can be a high-level corporate executive and experience tons of stress. You could be a stay-at-home mom. You could be retired and, have more time in your day, but maybe that time is just causing you to think too much, right? Like, so there's all different ways that stress presents itself to us, and also how you manage it can be as diverse as how it presents. But it all kind of comes back around to, in my opinion, and definitely interject here, Dr. Garko, is having some sort of practice that begins to still the mind, whether it is exercise, meditation, prayer, baths, whatever it is to kind of, if you imagine like a balloon, right, that just keeps getting blown up and blown up and blown up to where it's almost going to pop, you've got to have some daily practice that kind of starts letting some of the air out of the balloon, right? So that it doesn't pop. And then you can, it really does increase your quality of life so dramatically, and it doesn't take very much. Any of these practices that I just spoke of, I mean, clearly, exercise is better if you can move for a period of time. But even if it's 20 minutes, half hour a day, whatever that looks like for you, if it's a brisk walk, or if it's going to the gym and really going for it. I mean, there's no right or wrong way, but some of these other practices like meditation or prayer or intentional intention setting, even that doesn't have to be very long. It could be as much as waking up in the morning and giving yourself some time to do a little journaling, or before you hop into bed, kind of plan out your day the next day so that it's not, it's not spinning around in the drift while you're trying to go to sleep or waking up. It's already, it's clear. And then, of course, there's herbs and supplements that you could take as well. I mean, New Chapter is a huge fan of Holy Basil, which is known as the herb of enlightenment in Ayurvedic medicine because of its ability to really slow the mind and help your spirit kind of ground itself. Lemon balm is one of my favorites, Melissa officinalis. It's great for, it kind of turns on the GABA receptors in your brain, which are really soothing and very calming. So I often find taking herbal nervine, like one of those just mentioned, and adopting a slight life change as well into one of those modalities is incredibly effective. Like I said, it doesn't really take much, and the journey always starts with just one step.
Do you have
thing you can do?
Is Holy Basil and is that a freestanding product, and lemon balm freestanding, or are those included in formulations?
Both. So they're both individual supplements, but Holy Basil is definitely within the Zyflamin formula we were talking about. And then you asked some of the difference between the nighttime formula, and for the nighttime Zyflamin formula, Holy Basil's in there. We've added lemon balm, and we've removed a couple of the other more I don't even want to use the word stimulating, but like uplifting herbs like rosemary, green tea. There's, and we've replaced them with other herbs.
So there's a Zyflamin nighttime, then there's Zyflamin you can take during the day. I have not personally used the Zyflamin nighttime. I should consider that. That's a good idea. So managing stress from a supplement perspective, Holy Basil, lemon balm would be good. And then we were going to a sedentary lifestyle. Being more physically active would be a health need, right?
Absolutely.
A core health need.
It doesn't even have to take that much. I think people can tend to get overwhelmed, right? Like really easily, and then we shut down once we get overwhelmed. But this, deciding with intention to add some activity into your day-to-day life, like, if you're totally 100% fit and you're at the racquetball, court every day and you're doing laps, like, good for you. Like, steady on, my friend. If you are not, and you're kind of like, thinking like couch to 5K kind of situation, just start. That's all you need to do, right? Like, just start. Go for a walk. Join the gym. Find out what your body likes. Does your body like the elliptical? Do you prefer swimming? Do you just like walking outside with your pet? Like, what is something that you actually like? Because you're not actually going to help your stress response that much if it feels like work every day, right? We're like, oh God, like, here I have to go. I mean, we all feel that a little bit, right? But once you get moving, the health benefits are so profound, and the most immediate thing a lot of people will find is an improvement in mood and an improvement in sleep, just from doing a little bit each day. And again, it doesn't have to be much, 30 minutes or so. Get your heart rate up a little bit, and those endorphins will start flowing, and you will instinctively want to eat better. You will instinctively feel more rested at night, and that more things are possible in your life.
Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Bill, welcome to the show. You had a question or a comment?
Before I mention the spices, I want to say that, 20 years ago, I worked in a health food store, and it's amazing how many people come in and, they whisper whatever problem that they have. And, from sexual dysfunction, let's just focus on that for a second. 20-something-year-old guys. And I'm knowing in my mind that there's nothing wrong with that part of this guy. It's his mind. And then when you get in the conversation a little bit, I go from that section of the store, taking him over to the we didn't do a lot with inflammation at that time. But the B vitamins. In other words, like she's saying, it's so often the stress is the problem. It's not what's the result of it. It's get to the core of the stress. And as far as the spices go, again, you were talking about how overseas, when I lived in Georgia for...
Hold your thought. We'll come back.
Are your joints feeling out of date and stiff? Is that old sports injury flaring up? Is your body aching from the daily wear and tear at work? Body Vigor's Joint Ready keeps you at the ready for any joint pain that gets out of line. Unfortunately, as we age, joint pain becomes more common. Body Vigor's Joint Ready can help provide relief so you can continue to go about your day. Our formula contains sulfated forms of glucosamine and chondroitin. Studies show that these sulfated forms are more effective than regular glucosamine bound to hydrochloride. Joint Ready promotes a healthy inflammatory response, facilitates cartilage synthesis, and provides additional antioxidants. Keep your joints at the ready with Body Vigor's Joint Ready, exclusively on Amazon.com.
Things. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. And here's the LTN health question of the day. There are any number of health issues associated with sleep deprivation, sleep insufficiency, or insomnia generally. About 50 to 7 million people suffer from sleep insufficiency, about 20% of the population insomnia. And half of that population, 10%, is chronic insomnia. So here's the question. And it's a true and false question. Is the following statement I'm going to give you true or is it false? How do I do this so that you can... Is it true that sleep insufficiency, not getting enough sleep, prolonged lack of sleep, causes changes in the genes that involve the metabolic pathway that regulates cholesterol transport and inflammation? Therefore, that affects the amount of cholesterol in the body, which then in turn affects or predisposes somebody to cardiovascular disease. Is what I just said true? That sleep insufficiency involves changes in genes involved in the metabolic pathway that regulates cholesterol transport and inflammation to the extent that cholesterol levels are raised, increasing the risk for cardiovascular disease. Is that true? Does sleep cause that to happen? The short question would be, sleep insufficiency causes cardiovascular disease or coronary artery disease. Is that true or false? Here's the number to call. If you have the right answer, you'll win a $25 gift card.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. That's anywhere in the country. Call us now.
Call us. Don't hesitate. Win that $25 supplement gift card. Go ahead, Bill. Finish your thought.
Well, I spent over a year in Russia and Georgia and the Soviet Union, also Afghanistan. And one reason I found out about turmeric curcumin and started using these products when I got back was when I was over there, I used to get inflammation, just a little, in the hands or the feet, a little arthritis, whatever. And they put heavy, as your guest was saying, they use some spices. They're not chintzy in other countries. They put it on there. And I would eat certain things, and then all of a sudden I felt sort of a calming effect on my hands and joints and so forth. I'm like, wow, what is this,
What is that?
And it was the curry and so forth. Then I got home, and I searched out some products, and there wasn't many at that time, but it's such a difference the way they do things.
I know you mentioned to my producer, Stephen, that you mentioned curcumin. New Chapter has a curcumin product, right, Shauna, that is pretty darn good.
Well, we have a turmeric product. We have a turmeric product.
Well, that's what I meant. Turmeric.
I know, but, it's such like a thing out there in the industry right now. Curcumin being just one molecule, turmeric having 235. So, yes. That being said, we have a turmeric force product. Tremendous amount of benefit from taking the whole rhizome, 1 capsule a day. It's been studied at universities around the country. And for a lot of people, sometimes xyflamin that we've been talking about, there is an amount of ginger in that can be a little spicy on some people's bellies. And if that's the case, go with the turmeric, the king of herbs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with people like Bill, what they discover is when they visit or live in other countries, other cultures, and food cultures specifically, their relationship with food changes. Spices and herbs give definition and tones, if you will, to the food that you otherwise wouldn't experience, and it makes it. Some foods that are not palatable, you start to add spices and herbs, the food becomes transformed and you enjoy it. You know, I'm thinking of cruciferous vegetables in particular, which some people just loathe and won't even go near. But you start to put the right herbs and spices on them, they become very palatable and enjoyable. Bill, thank you. Bill, thank you for sharing your experience. Let's go to Peoria. It always plays well in Peoria. Pam, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Yeah, thank you. Good to hear. Good to listen to you.
Thank you.
It's a great topic today, too. I love it.
Oh, well, thank you for enjoying it. So now, here's my question. The short question is, does sleep insufficiency lead to cardiovascular disease? The long question to that is that sleep insufficiency influences the genes that are responsible for the metabolism of cortisol, cholesterol, and inflammation, both of which lead to cardiovascular disease. Therefore, sleep insufficiency is connected. That's how it's connected. Is that true or false?
I would say true.
It is true. Among other ailments that sleep insufficiency or deficiency lead to, colds and flu, from colds to cancer. It's just amazing. So underrated, and it is a solvable problem, as difficult and challenging as it can be for some. But congratulations. We love being in your neck of the woods up in Peoria, and thank you for listening, and we're glad that you won.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. So you're going to go take a nap, huh?
Just a little one, probably about 15 minutes or so.
Uh-huh. Didn't sleep well last night because you were so excited of being about on the show today.
How did you know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm delusional. So you don't have a sleep product per se, do you? Per se.
Yeah, it's the Zyflamin nighttime.
Oh, okay, you can do that one. All right, good enough.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there's valerian and there's hops and lemon balm and holy basil. It's very full spectrum, so it's actually lovely. And the best thing about it, like, you don't wake up with that kind of like melatonin hangover. It's very clear. It's a really nice product. Anyone who just needs a little help, whether it's falling to sleep or staying to sleep, definitely give this product a try. I think people will be really pleasantly surprised that there's a herbal solution that works so well. Yeah,
Zyflamin nighttime. Of course, then there's Zyflamin, the long-standing product, been on the market for years and years and years. You can take during the day. I take that every day. That's a wonderful product. Shauna, thank you so much for being on, talking about core health needs, useful topic, and useful dietary solutions to it. Please give my best to everyone at New Chapter and to your boss,
Absolutely. I will.
All right. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you the next time.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Go to newchapter.com. You can look up Zyflamin and all the, their turmeric force and all the different products that Shauna focused on today. And you'll find explanations for them, user-friendly site, good company, and they're into the herbs, man, the plants, and fermentation. Great combination. Your health is your wealth. I'll see you tomorrow.